Hi everybody, welcome to the 6th episode of Bulldog Weekly Season 7. I'm Sienna.
And I'm Liam. This week we're watching a sketch written by Molly, sitting down with the golf team, and talking about music with everyone's favorite music critic, Ezra.
First up, let's get started with Mr. Devoll and Mr. Carrig with our week ahead of school and sports.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Rundown. It is Sunday, November 19th, and it's one of the best school weeks of the year. Why? It's a short week, and it's a good time of year at the high school. So we have 2 full days, and then we have a half day. So the 20th is Monday. Our Latin club will meet. We're not going to do our Mentor Monday for the Bulldog block. We're just going to roll right into where we're scheduled. Tuesday is Tea Talks with Miss Wickman, and then the combined band. And then on Wednesday, the 22nd, in years past, we had no school. This year we went with a half day, so we'll have an 11:30 dismissal. We also have some activities happening this week after school, kind of some fun events happening. First on Tuesday, we have unified basketball playing against the Tri-Town Police Force, which is always a fun night. Then on the half day, the 22nd, our senior girls are playing Powder Puff home against Wareham. That's a 1 o'clock game. On Thanksgiving, the 23rd, we have football at Apponequet for our traditional Thanksgiving rivalry. That's a 10 a.m. start on Thanksgiving. And finally, on Friday at 1 p.m. here, boys alumni soccer has their alumni game. So lots of fun activities, short week of school. See you after Thanksgiving.
What's up, Bulldogs? Great fall season kind of wrapping up here. Tournament season's come to an end with our traditional teams running to the end of their seasons in tournament play, the last of which was volleyball running into a real good Weston team and having their season ended. But a great job by everybody. And football, of course, going up to Shawsheen to try and avenge a loss and coming up just short. And looking forward to their Thanksgiving matchup with Apponequet like we have all year long. Good luck to our cross-country team who's still competing in the all-state level as a team and as individuals. So good luck to them as they go on to some real rare competition at the highest level in the all-state competition up at Fort Devens. And then next week, or this week, we have plenty of action for you, starting with Tuesday at 6 p.m. The unified basketball team will be taking on the Tri-Town Police. That's an anticipated event in our community every year, and that should be a real crowd favorite. We're looking forward to that. Wednesday's a half day of school, and at 1 o'clock, right after school, will be the Powder Puff game out on the field against Wareham. So do attend if you can make it to that. That should be a great event. And of course, we've got the big one, the one we waited for all year for football, and Apponequet. Up at Apponequet, 10 a.m. Ticketing information will be coming your way. Hopefully you can skip the lines and get in nice and early, be loud. And hopefully we can get that win an outright South Coast Conference championship for that football program and put a cap on a really special year for them. For those of you looking forward to your winter season, registration is open. The deadline is closing this week. So you'll want to get your on-time registration completed for day 1 participation on your team sport of choice this winter. We're hoping to get record numbers out to all of our programs and have real good seasons as we get started with basketball and indoor track, swimming, ice hockey, and hopefully we can get our registrations through. So hit that link nice and early. Make sure we have your physical on file. And as we get through the Thanksgiving season, happy Thanksgiving, and let's have a great winter season. Go Bulldogs.
Thanks so much, Mr. Devoll and Mr. Carrig. Good luck to all the sports teams competing this week.
Next up, we have a sketch for you, where Edie and Sienna have to deal with a heap of precociousness. Guys, I need a favor.
Everything okay, Leo?
No, my mom wants me to watch my sister after school this week, and I have detention this week.
Why didn't you tell her you were busy?
I didn't tell her I had detention.
Okay, so what do you need from us?
I need you guys to watch my sister for a bit, only about an hour or 2 this week. She's nice, totally normal.
Okay, we'll do it. Where is she?
She's right. Oh shoot, where'd she go? Stella! Oh, there you are. What did I tell you about hiding in men's restrooms? Come on now.
I don't want to say.
Come on, Stella, what did I tell you?
If I hide from you in high school bathrooms, I'll get exposed to puberty too young and become a degenerate.
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 She'll behave. She's a very nice little girl, you know.
Yeah.
But she gets away very
Yeah.
easily. So
Yeah.
try to make sure she doesn't
Yeah.
rough house as much.
Yeah.
Watch your
Yeah.
sugar intake.
Yeah.
My mom would really
Yeah.
appreciate it. What?
Bam. They smell weird.
Whatever. Just be nice. Have fun, okay?
I'm not good with kids. Me either. What should we do? Should we say hi? Well, hi there, Stella. No!
No, it's okay. I just wanted to say.
No!
Okay, sorry. So, how old are you?
5.
Wow, that's a big age.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, it's a compliment. Stella? That's enough.
No! Down!
Enough. Okay, where is Stella? Stella. Stella.
Stella!
Stella, you're not supposed to eat sugar. It's bad for you.
Sugar tastes delicious.
Stella, give that back. That's bad for you.
No! No!
Stella, we're gonna have to tell Liam.
Stella, we can't let you get away with breaking every rule that Liam gave you.
No. You guys aren't gonna get away with giving me sugar and kicking me.
You wouldn't.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Did Stella behave?
Yes. Yes.
Wow, that sure is some precociousness.
Next, Ezra has the golf team in the studio talking about another momentous season. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of Player of the Game, where we'll be interviewing players of the game from across the ORR community. Today we have Jack Czerkowicz, a freshman from Mattapoisett who made a big statement by being Player of the Game in his freshman year for golf. Hi Jack, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
So how did the season go?
We started off very strong. We had 2 losses against Stang in the middle of the year, but they're a very heavy team. They have a lot of seniors. But once we got into the state tournament, I felt like we played very strong. I thought we played very well.
Awesome, and will you be playing again next year?
Yes, I would definitely be playing next year.
So what are your hopes for next year? Is there anything you want to work on as a team?
I felt like since I was new, I felt like this is kind of our building year. So next year we'll be in it and we'll be ready for the opponents.
Sure. And what has been your favorite moment of the season? There's sure to been many great moments, but if you had to pick one.
Probably when we made qualifiers. I felt really happy, like first year accomplishment, making it to the state finals, and then in the state finals getting 5th out of 13, which is pretty good in the state.
Wow. Yeah. So what made you start playing golf? I mean, you've gone all this way.
So when I was I think it was 8 or 9, I went golfing with my papa, and I just felt a love for the sport. Like swinging the golf club, it just felt good. And from then on, I just started playing more. We got a membership at the Bay Club, and that just started my whole golf career.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
when you think of golf, who would you say is one of your biggest inspirations?
Probably Rory McIlroy. He's just a great player. Hits the ball a mile. I mean, I don't hit the ball very far, but I dream to hit it as far as he does.
For sure. And as I'm sure you know, the ORR golf team is one of the best in the country.
Yeah.
And as a freshman, how have you felt joining such like an elite high school sports team?
It's pretty special. Like last year they were so good and they won the state finals, but it was pretty cool seeing like the people behind the scenes. Like they're pretty good golfers. That shows how good of a team we had last year that they weren't playing. And then, like as I said, next year it's going to be our year, and I have a good hope that we can win the state finals.
For sure. And finally, this is what the point of the series is. You were player of the game.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So we were facing Dighton Rehoboth. Not a very good course. Like the greens are like the fairways, very very slow. And I started off with a bogey, but then it just started to roll in. Like the next hole, I didn't hit a very good approach shot, but I chipped up to like 2 feet and made the putt. And then it just started rolling. Like the birdies came in, and I felt pretty good about the round. It started to like float away at the end, but I felt like I played a very strong round of golf.
Absolutely. And how did you feel getting that player of the game? I mean, you were shown on Instagram. It was really a big statement for you.
Yeah, I was very excited. Let's just say that. Like I went out to dinner after that. I was pretty excited.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you'd like to say today to conclude?
Teams in the state, you gotta watch out for us. We're coming back next year.
For sure. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. Peace out.
A huge congratulations to the golf team.
Finally, Ezra is back with another music talk. The reviews are in, and Ezra's sounding off.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the second episode of Music Talk. We made it to the second episode. Hooray. Today, we'll be running down some of the hit albums of October 2023 with one question in mind. Is it worth your time? Let's get started. First up, we have what might be one of the most anticipated albums of the year, Drake's For All the Dogs. I'd be surprised if you haven't at least heard Drake's name, but if you somehow don't know who he is, he's a Canadian rapper who is consistently ranked among the most popular musicians of all time. This album, For All the Dogs, was announced back of summer of this year and has faced numerous delays ever since. The real question is, was it worth the wait? Kind of. Above all, For All the Dogs attempts to position Drake as a renaissance man of hip-hop. He does Atlanta bass, R&B, pop rap, alternative hip-hop. It really feels like he's trying to prove himself as a real rapper. It works incredibly well at the beginning and end of the album, so well that it's become far and away my most played album of the month. But the middle half of the album might have some of the worst Drake material ever. For one of my classes, I put an AI Drake song next to a song from this album, and my entire class thought the song from this album was the AI song. So if that doesn't tell you how bad it gets at times, nothing will. Overall rating, 5 out of 10 on a bad day, 6 out of 10 on a good day. Worth a listen if you already like Drake a decent amount. Next, we have another highly anticipated album. Taylor Swift's re-recording of her album 1989 in an attempt to reclaim her music from music producer Scooter Braun. I'm personally a big fan of the original album. I think it's one of the best pop albums of the 2010s. But this re-recording, not so much. Taylor was unable to get the original producers back for this album and instead got country producer Christopher Rowe to reproduce basically the entirety of the album. You heard that right. A country producer was put in charge of reproducing one of the best produced pop albums ever. The result? A messy re-recording that sounds more like the original artist going to a karaoke night than the actual professional reproduction. Overall rating, 5 out of 10. Only worth a listen if you're a really, really big fan of Taylor. Sorry, Swifties. Now, let's move on to something more experimental with the new Slauson Malone 1, formerly known as Slauson Malone. Why did he add the 1 to his name? Don't ask me. But this new album, Excelsior, is really, really fantastic. To be honest, I don't entirely know how to describe this album. I guess it's art pop, but it doesn't really sound like anything I've ever heard before. It's really a love it or hate album, but I love it. Excelsior almost seems to exist in a different world altogether. Its dreamscape of genreless melodies truly just entrancing the listener. I really don't know what else to say about this, to be honest. Overall score, 9 out of 10. Worth a listen if you're looking for something unlike anything you've ever heard before. finally, we'll move over to the other side of the world with a brand new K-pop release, Jinny's An Iron Hand in a Velvet Glove. Jinny was originally a member of K-pop group NMIXX, but abruptly left for reasons still not fully known and joined another company to become a soloist. I'll say this, among the recent K-pop trend of let's stop trying to appeal to people and start trying to appeal to store playlists, this is certainly among the more fun and genuinely listenable attempts. But I can't shake the feeling that the next time I hear a song from this won't be voluntarily, but rather inside of Forever 21. There's really nothing here you haven't heard already a million times at your local mall, with title track Come On being the only thing here I would ever re-listen to. Overall score, 5 out of 10. Worth a listen if you're an NMIXX fan or a store manager looking for pop music to play on the speaker. Well, that's all I have for today's segment. It may have been a rough month for overall releases, but trust me when I say there are great things on every release I talked about today. Also, next month we'll be switching up the formula a little bit, so stay tuned on that. With that being said, I'll see you next month on Music Talk.
Thanks so much, Ezra. Can't wait to listen to some of your faves.
Teachers and students, if you would like to have something filmed and shown on Bulldog Weekly, let us know at the ORC TV station.
Be sure to check out our Vimeo and social media channels for everything we do here at ORC TV. We film sports games, town meetings, and more. And just like that, we've come to the end of our 6th episode. Till next time, I'm Liam.
And I'm Sienna, and this is Bulldog Weekly.